never get free. Lamb to the slaughter, what you gon' do when there's blood in the water? The price of your greed is your son and your daughter. What you gon' do when there's blood in the water? Look me in my eyes, tell me everything's not fine, or that people ain't happy.
Hey guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now, this is What If Deku is a high-end nomu, part 12. I think it's 12, maybe 11. Let me, double check. Yeah, it's 12. I got it right. That's cool. And let's go here. Yeah, we'll need that. Okay. Now, before we begin, this is the current state Izuku's in. There's that. As we'll continue as Izuku is hovering over, the clinic that he sees, as it's during the day. It's during the night. It's a night staff. His clinic runs, some of his clinics runs like 24/7. So even though he's a wanted criminal, but let's continue. He has, he has puppets for his businesses, so they wouldn't shut it down. That's what I'm trying to say. So that make it, sound sense that it's still running, even though, he's wanted. As we continue our story, as he's floating up on the air, as he hovers down, as he enters, he enters the greeting area of the clinic, as the lady, like, oh, hello there. How can I help you? We're welcome to our 24-hour clinic. How can we assist you, sir? As she's like, as Izuku or, Nova, I'm here to see the good old doctor. Unfortunately, the doctor's unable to, is unable to see visitors at the moment, as she's smiling creepily as Izuku about to walk past, as she, has a shotgun, as she blasts, Izuku, as it doesn't do anything. He has reflect on, so the quirk reflect, it basically reflects his energy blast, fire, bullets. There's a way to pierce it, but only on certain points, so as that happens, as Nova does vaporize her instantaneously. As we're gonna cut to Izuku as he's waking up, as he's seen, what Void's doing. As he's like, sorry. As he's like, Midoriya, stop. Izuku, stop. As you're awake. As we're in Mindscape. As he's like, what are you doing? I'm doing this for both of us. Izuku. As, what do you mean? As he's like, as he screams Izuku to stop killing people. As he's like, name's Nova. You're the Izuku here. That's your name. What do you mean you're doing this for both of us? These people are in league with the League of Villains. And with the good old doctor. I'm doing the world a service. As we cut to, more of the hospital. As the staff has, guns. As, all the patients, there's no patients there. So, as they're firing at Izuku, as, there's, it reflecting off him, hitting the wall, as one of them pierced through one of his blind spots. As it pierces his cheek, as all you see is, for instance, you see blue blood as to heal, as Izuku, you know, sorry, as Nova heals immediately, as he raises his hand slowly, as all of them, everyone in his surrounding area hovers into the ground, hovers up near the ceiling as he twists his wrist, as he snaps all their necks. As Izuku, telling him, as he's trying to break out of chains, he's like, you can't do anything, Izuku. This is only a matter of time. I'm doing what you will not do. It's like, you branded in my head killing is wrong, and here you are nearly killing everything you see. These people are not people. They you, do you know, as Nova is looking down on Izuku while he's still on the ground. You have any idea, as they're in the mindscape, as like, you have any idea what these people do? As he's like, what? This clinic, the main reason is here is to kidnap entire whole families after one of their, emergency sessions. That's including children, putting it through the same process that we went through, or you went through. That's how I was born. As let me help you remember. As he forcefully, he has all the separate memories that Midoriya doesn't have. So as he's connecting mine for a short second, Void is breathing heavy. I said, what the hell is that? That was our past. Let me show more. As he's screaming, as he stops, as he passes out. Don't worry, Izuku. When this is over and done with, I'll take care of everything. As he massacres everyone in his path, igniting his blackish bluish energy, as he vaporizes what staff he didn't, snap their neck up in the air like freaking, Star Wars, like fucking Darth Vader, but but yeah. Small pause. I like you doing that because, I'm a Star Wars fan, especially, towards the Sith. I'm the Empire all the way, so, enough of my, rambling about Star Wars, but let pause it real fast. I have to do something. Okay, I'm back. So as he's going through vaporizing everyone, as he's screaming, where are you, doctor? It's only a matter of time before I find you. And when I do, you're dead. As he's ranting about that, you're going to pay for what you've done to us. As, us. Interesting. Please tell me more. As he's over to intercom. Oh, I'll tell you more. Tell me where you're at, and I'll tell you plenty. As go to this room. It's not on the blueprints, nor is on the map of the building. I forget what it's called for. I don't know if it's a map, maybe it's a blueprints. I think that would be it. Yeah, it's not on a blueprint. It's something extra I added. You Think I'm stupid enough to fall in your trap? Well, that's up to you. You have free will, don't you, Nomu? So I'll let you choose. You could either continue massacring my staff, thank you by the way, or we could start the games. We could start the party early, as Izuku, goes to the room. As it's a big room, as soon as he enters the room, some sort of metal cover shuts down. As Izuku looks back, or Nova looks back. Huh. Yeah, trap. As he touches it, there's electricity. As he's like, electrified. Huh. Smart, Doctor. But that's not gonna stop me. As he walks in the middle of the room, as he sees, as he sees the Doctor walk through the door from the other side. It's like, got you, Doctor. Die. As, a beam shoots uh, through the Doctor, as Izuku walks over there slowly, igniting some of his energy on his right palm, as he's about to finish the job. As the robot's like, yeah, as he sees, as he's like, how can I help you? So, as it stops during that, as there's a big monitor on the wall to the far right, as it turns on, oh dear, that was quite expensive. No matter. As he's like, what is this? Where are you at, old man? He's like, I'm somewhere safe and sound. I'm not I'm not there, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately for you, but fortunately for me. As he gloats, as he's like, you're a very disappointment. Failed experiment. As the robot's doing that thing, as the robot's, eyes turn glowing red, as the robot of the Doctor opens mouth, at something shoots off as the Doctor, is berating, Nova, as his neck gets punctured by something, as he's like, what the hell was that? As he sees the robot laughing, ha 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 ha, as he blasts it, as suddenly Izuku, Nova, falls down to one knee, as she's like, what the hell did you do to me? As he's like, I see it's, finally kicking in. Quite fascinating, actually. It's one of my best work, actually. See, it's what you call a cork suppressor, but it's my own cocktail. The immediate effects are quite fast, and this certain dose is made specially for you. What did you call yourself? Yeah, I think it was Nova, right? Well, young Nova, unfortunately, she's Dr. Psych. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to clean my own mess up. As, Midoriya's like, as, Nova's down on one knee, as you see in the background where Gary comes through the portal, as, Void. It's like, before this day is end, Doctor, I will stand over your dead corpse. As he's like, unfortunately, I don't see that happening. As Gary, as Izuku looks over, as he sees straight up mace, Gary does whaps him side of head with the mace as he goes flying into a wall. As the robot's, laughing, he'll, laughing because it's stuck on that now. Care Gary, would you please? Yes, Doctor, of course. It would be my pleasure. As he goes over, swings, aims the mallet high, as he smashes the robot's head, as it turns off. Thank you, Care Gary. No problem, Doctor. You need my assistance with anything else? No, Care Gary. Portal the failed experiment to the location I suggested, and your job is done. Yes, of course. As he portals Nova. If there's not anything else, I'll excuse myself. It's a pleasure doing business. Sorry, pleasure working with you again. Of course, Gary. You're the only one in. You're the only one there besides the master I can stand. Never mind. I have things to prepare for. Very well, I'll take my leave. As Kirigiri goes away. As Izuku's like, where? Ugh. As morning, Nova. And she's like, where am I? We're in my. Considering how eager you were to find me, I'll give you a chance. If you step through this door, you will start your first, Yeah, let's do it this way. Let's make it into a game. As Doctor's thinking this in his head. Step through this door and you'll be on your way to finding me. And so killing me that you've been ranting about. As he's like, tick-tock, tick-tock, Nova. I don't have all day. As the monitor shuts off. As Izuku struggles to get up. As he's like, bastard. As, yeah, his body's all out of whack. This was made specifically for him. So, as soon as he enters, metal doors close to all the entranceways. As he's in a big room, as there's several, entryways to the right, to the left, to the front, to the back. That's where he came in from, but as all the, metal doors shut, they're all electrified. As he's like, what is this? What's your game, Doctor? This is only going to piss me off when I get my... this is only going to piss me off. As the vents start pouring in, some sort of smoke, some sort of chemical substance. As one of the monitors, finally, the real games could be began. Breathe it in, Nova. Breathe it in. Don't fight it. As he falls unconscious, as it's been several hours, as we're going to cut to, Midoriya residence. As after, this is like a couple hours after USJ, we're doing a bit of a, moving backwards a little bit to get to the Midoriya's point, so, as Inko's freaking out, as she gets a knock on the door, it's, Jiro, what are you doing here? I want some answers. As she bursts in, what do you mean? What happened to Izuku when he was a kid? And she just plain up asking. It's like, what do you mean? Don't bullshit me. Something's not right. I've known that for years. Every time I asked him about anything to do with his, when he was younger, he said he doesn't remember. He had some sort of accident then it turned into a long vacation, apparently. And she's like, oh, fine. As you know, I need to stop saying that. As she tells Gerald to sit down, as she tells her the story, as you know, her eye widened as she's pissed. Are you? I can't believe you did that to your own son. Aren't you supposed to be his mother? And she's like, yeah, I know. What I did is like pretty fucked up. I know that. I know I fucked up majorly. That's why I've been, and she's like, so that's why you're always up on, doting on your Izuku. Sorry, Nova. Not Nova, Void. Here we go. I went through all the names, but Void. And she's like, yeah, I've been trying to make up for lost time. More selfish on my part, but she, she breathes in and breathes out. Wait, didn't you say they? She told him the story, the whole story, where they found him, what happened afterwards before UA, to the point where before he started going to school again. But didn't you say he had a? Didn't you say the Nezu put a tracer on him? And she's like, yeah, why? As he goes like, shit, 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 shit. As she rushes to her phone, as Nezu's like, hello, this is Nezu. As this is Inko. Yes, is the tracker still working? Tracker on who? As yes, as Nezu gets the light bulb. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll put it up right now. As he's like, he's in somewhere in this location, outside of apparently the city. What is that boy doing out there? I wonder. As Nezu, get several of the heroes. As on it, he's Miss Inko. As he's like, hope the boy's alright. As she's like, Inko's like, me too. As she hangs up. And she's like, why didn't I think of that sooner? As small pause, they've got so used to Izuku, they kind of forgot that they have a tracker on him all times. And he still has that on him. So there's that. As Izuku, wakes up, as something's wrong. Like, majorly, something's wrong. It's hard for him to think and act. And with quirk suppressors, he's basically almost helpless. Only bit of his strength he has enough. He barely has enough for, a couple fights. That's it. No abilities, that's physical strength. To a certain point. As the screen, rise and shine. Nova. As he's like, what the hell did you do to me? And she's like, it's simple. I knew, sorry. After your escape, I came up with a countermeasure for you because you're way too much of a threat. I could see past the whole benefits, but I knew you were a threat once you started acting on your own accord. You're supposed to be a good little soldier and fall in line. As he's like, what did you do? It's simple, dear Nova. This chemical compound that you've been inhaling for quite some time now. Well, let's just say it has a knack of destroying, what makes you you. As he's like, what do you mean? Do I have to dumb it down for you, peon? It's simple. It eats away at the, what makes you you. Get it? Oh, fine, I'll tell you now. you're killing the mood, kid. It basically wipes out your personality. Get it? As he's like, you bastard. As you know, he's kind of occupied right now without not thinking straight. He's not thinking straight. As he's not as bright as, Izuku is, but he has a bunch of power to back it up. Well, not right now, but there's that. As we continue, as he's like, but there is a cure. As he holds it in his hand. Now, I say you have about maybe 2-3 hours at the most, to come to me, kill me, and take this cure. All you have to do is, he has a device. He sets it up. All you need to do is, he sets it on the table. All you need to do is inject it, and you're good to go. But if you don't, you become a mindless husk. Quite fascinating. But as all the doors open up, oh, by the way, I'm curious what you meant about us. That's kind of puzzling to me. As, Nova's like, I'm not telling you shit. Before this is done, old man, I'm gonna strangle you to death. She's like, another threat. I'll see. Goodbye, Void. For now, at least. Until next time. As the monitor shuts down, as he's like, shit. As Izuku's, Nova's free. Oh no, Void's free. As he's like, as he finally gets out, as he's like, we're fucked now. As he sits next to him, as he's like, yeah, I fucked up majorly. As he's looking down, if you, dumbass. As he socks him. Now, how are we going to get out of this one? As he coughs up blood a little bit. As it's just in his real. Sorry. Let me do this. He's in this state now, in his mindscape, Nova. So as he coughs up blue blood, as he's like, guess this is, if I don't get us over there, kill that doctor, get that cure, and I'm guessing I'm not going to be around for much longer. As he's like, all right, man. I don't like what you did. I'm highly pissed. But we are sharing the same body, so I guess I could look this back one more time. I'll let this pass one more time. Like, I'll let this pass. You didn't hurt anyone that, we know, so. Except for All Might. And she's like, sorry, yeah, that was kind of funny. Alright, let's get this. So, which way should we go? And she's like, doesn't really matter. I guess we just pick a random direction. As, Nova is still in control. As Nova's like, why haven't you tried to get control back? This is your show, man. We'll think of something, but I want to see how this goes. He's interested. As he's never seen him, still kind of pissed for being, a hijacker of his body. But let's continue. Void know that his being, his being is in jeopardy. If he doesn't, take this cure in time, his whole personality will be eradicated. He'll be erased. Only Izuku will be the inhabitants of the body. As you know, they're walking through they're kind of leaning against the wall, slowly walking towards the next room. As no, it's like, I'm sorry, Midoriya. As he's like, you need to stop calling me that. And she's like, but you're the original. As he's coughing on more blood. And she's like, why are you apologizing? I already told you, it's not, no, not that. Your body. What I look like right now is what you will look like when this is all done. What I know, it's permanent. And she's like, what do you mean it's permanent? The transfer, he took over and did some things. Because he took over the Nomu, his genetics, fully transformed into what he was supposed to be to begin with. I'm just saying because they had two personalities in the body, so the fully no vocation wasn't fully completed yet. He had all the benefits. He just wasn't full yet. He doesn't get the pure power that he needs unless he goes through the full transformation, I guess. I don't know. I'm just making shit as I go, so that's all it is, I guess. No, let's do this. Let's say, scratch that. I'm going to say Izuku was in his incubated state when he finally, when he finally showed this appearance. He's fully developed. He's a fully developed Nomu, as he was in his incubated state. Kind of like, a growth spurt. Becoming an adult. So, there's that. So, as he's like, what do you mean it's permanent? It's apparently our genetic thing. After when you were in control, we were in our incubated state. But when I took control, Izuku, I kind of force activated the developing process. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. As he's looking down, as Izuku, well, at least I don't have the long, kind of shame. I was kind of getting used to the hair. As he does that, as he's looking at his hair, like that. So he's like, well, screw it. All right, what else do I need to know? As he's telling certain things about his abilities, as he's giving him a crash course on his new abilities that he got from all his quirks being activated all at once during the process. So let's continue. As Izuku's like, something doesn't feel right. As Nova's like, what do you mean? As all you see is, a fist flying towards Midoriya as he goes flying into a wall. As he struggles to get up, as he sees a man with a eye patch, and you guys know what this is if you... Yes, it's muscular. As he's like, the doc said you would be a little bit of challenge. Guess I didn't hit you hard enough. There's always, I could fix that. Let's fix that. As muscular, is full, muscular form. As he's like, what the hell? As he's like, Izuku, who is that guy? Do you know? As he's like, muscular. He's, a mid-tier villain. I think he's mid-tier, but like, Izuku's like, run. As he's like, what? It's muscular. As he has, a muscle. As he explains his quirk, he's like, shit, 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 shit. As, Muscular's throwing punches at him. As, he punches the ground, missing Nova. As he jumps backwards. As Muscular grabs his face. As he slams him into the ground. Tossing him into a couple walls. The building, the area where he is, yeah, he went straight through those walls, hitting it into, hitting into a metal door. As Muscular, cracks his neck, as he deeps muscles down. I was just like, come on, blue thing, put up a little more, put up a better fight than that, especially coming from a nomu. This is so boring. Guess I'll just kill you. As Ezekiel gets up, or Nova, as he coughs up blood, as he, finally does he used the last of his birds of his energy to sock Muscular. As Muscular goes into a punch to Midoriya as he's getting up, Nova put most of his energy in these two moves as he dashes towards the right, punches Muscular right through the metal door. As Muscular goes into a pool of green chemical, as he starts screaming. As he's like, you bastard, you pay for this. When I get out of here, you're dead. You hear me? Blue freak, I'm going to use your bones as a toothpick. As he's screaming, as Midoriya's like, yeah, screw you. As, he spits in the pool as Alugi hits, Muscular. As like, for that, I'll kill you I'll kill you a second time. As, he waddles. As, he's falling, downwards. As we cut to, Inko, All Might. As they're over here. This is what the location told us. There's nothing here. As, Azal was there too. They kind of brought Jiro around because she was going to follow them anyways, knowing her relationship with her son. So, yeah, so All Might's like, why did you bring the girl, Miss Jiro, here? Well, because the girl would have followed us regardless. Well, isn't that right, Jiro? And she's like, yep, I would. As, that going on is All Might very well. As they get to, it should be here. As, Jiro's like, well, if it's not visible here, then it must be down below. As, she's pinned down, as she injects, she scans the vibrations with her hearing, her sound quirk. I'm not sure if she could do that. I know she could do that with buildings, but I think she would be able to down there. I mean, in theory it should work, but, let's continue. As she does this, and she's like, yep, it's a very complex, by the looks of it, looks very complex underground facility of some sort. As she, the entry to it is a little couple miles down that way. As, they rush over there, as, All Might sees the entryway as he smashes the door. It's a big metal door. It's a no middle. Sorry. The entryway is somewhere out of nowhere, as there's only all you see is a metal door. as he punches it through, as he sees a bunch of stairs, as all of them, walk through. As All Might, doesn't want to bring Jiro along, but Jiro doesn't care. And she's like, well, think of this training, All Might. And she's like, whatever. Yes, Jiro. As, well, the girl, as, All Might is thinking. He's like, she's a little pushy, but what I've seen of her so far, she, is a good candidate. I don't know who to give it to, so, we'll cut to that here and we'll worry about that for future me. So let's continue. As everyone gets to, get to the bottom floor, as they take, they walk through several tunnels, as it's very, complex facility, underground of everywhere. This is one of Ojiko's personal laboratories. As, they see a bunch of display of nomus, of failed experiments, as he display them in some tubes, as they're, scattered all around the laboratory. And she's like, what are these things? As that one kind of looks like the one that attacked us. Or, attacked Mador, Void. As like, nomus. As, what is a nomu? Technically, it's an artificial life form, but sometimes the sorry, Inko told me what happened to Void, but I don't know like how to even go about this, as it's what we know. It's very disturbing, and these nomus were created after the original host died. What Izuku went through was totally something different we've never seen before. He went through the process of being a nomu alive. I should have been keeping better tabs on the boy. I let my guard down. I won't make that mistake again. As All Might goes off, as he punches several doors, as he's tired. As he hears, as he sees, a pool of green stuff eating away the ground. As he's like, what the hell is this? As, Inka's like, that's acid. Let's follow it. As he sees, a big man with acid covered. As he's holding, Nova by the throat. You're dead. I'm going to enjoy this more than I should. It's too bad I can't do it twice. As All Might goes in, as he goes into a smash. As Inko, in mid-flight, Inko uses her telekinesis and throws him, tosses him into a door as he goes through several doors, hitting the end of the way as he's knocked unconscious. As Inko's like, sorry. As Inko rushes over and says, what's him? Sorry, not Nova. Void. He's like, Void, are you there? As we cut to, the mindscape, as, Midoriya, Nova doesn't have anything more left. As he's like, oh, thanks for trying, man. Thanks for trying, original. As he's like, what do you mean? We could still do something. Give me control and I could do it. As he's like, nah, it's too late. Guess this is where it ends. As the doctor comes on the screen, he's like, oh, All Might and Brainstorm, the mother of my failed experiment. By this time, the entity, as you know as, Nova, will not be around for much longer. As he only had to simply come get me, kill me, and get this nifty little thing. As he's like, the only cure. As he's like, oops. As you hear a crack, smash. Oh, oh dear me, it must be my arthritis acting up again. You get that when you get around my age. As he starts smiling evilly. Have fun with was nothing but a husk of a corpse. You know, he'll without a personality. Normally, it would just be nothing. And you wouldn't even be able to do anything. But considering there's two personalities there, as he's like, before I go, Inko, dear, what did he mean? Nova said something curious. What did he mean by both of us? He refer as himself as us. My quite curious actually. Could it no, it couldn't be. There's no way. No, that can't be right. There's no way that's possible. Could it? As he's like as he's thinking, as he's like, it doesn't matter anyway. Goodbye. As the screen shuts off, as Inko's trying to get, Nova's attention. As Nova, is fading out of consciousness. As he's like, I don't have much time. Sorry about this, man. Sorry about this, original. As he rips something out of his chest. As he shoves it in Izuku's. It's like, what are you doing? As like, as Izuku coughs up blood a little bit. As like, what are you doing, man? Giving you everything that's, what's me. I'm giving you, making sure you survive. Giving you the gifts that you needed. As he gives him his, sorry, let me start this again. As he's like, what the hell is that? As he's like, I gave you a gift. As he, starts his blue skin starts to turn gray as it slowly fades into like dust. As he's like, well, it's been fun, Izuku. Take care of yourself. As he, he evaporates from existence. As Izuku, gets up. As he slowly, gets back control. As he awakens still in his, like I said, he's stuck like this now. So as he wakes up, as the blue eyes glow, as he breathes in, as he's like, Mom, where am I? He's like, Mom, I guess, hi. As, she's like, shut up, troublemaker. As Jiro goes over there and hugs, Midoriya. As she's like, Void, are you right? As he's like, yeah, I'm fine. Can you, you kind of hurting me a little. I think I broke a couple ribs. As All Might's like, why aren't you healing then? Like, why aren't you healing? The crazy doc nailed us, nailed, I guess me now. As he's like, us, I guess, I mean me. As he stops himself from saying more. As, they're kind of interested about that. Because I don't think they know it's a split, he has a split person. He had two consciousnesses in his head. But let's continue. He injected me with cork suppressors, some sort of his own creation, apparently. I was helpless. As, there's that. As, sorry, All Might picks up, Izuku as they get out of the facility. As several hours go by, a police not a police truck, but, ambulance come pick up Izuku as Jiro is right next to him in the back of the ambulance as they're going to the doctor, as they hook him up to machines at, not, I need to stop doing that. Recovery Girl's personal hospital. As she looks over, Nova, not Nova, even though I want to still call him Nova, but I'm gonna start using Izuku now. So after current scene, oh, we're already at, damn. Okay, we need to do something. As the scene progresses, as he's like talks to Inko, he broken ribs, almost punctured couple of organs. His quirk is still non-active. I expect, judging by the blood test, she's like, blue blood, that's a thing now. She writes it down. She's like, but I expect he should be backing up and up by tomorrow. His quirk, at least, the process with his healing ability. Once the quirk suppressor wears off, it should fix whatever was ever left after what I healed. As it should have healed him right away, especially with his stamina intake. But this quirk, but the tests were odd with this quirk suppressor. There was something different about it. It just sucked up all the energy out of his body. It's weird. I'll be, examining this personally as, redo that. Because I know it takes stamina, so, I would think it would make sense if this quirk suppressor does that, but if it doesn't, it does it now, so, in this what if, so, we're going to stop it here. As, wait, we'll do a little part here. As Jiro rushes over there, as she, slaps Izuku, as she's like, don't do that again. As, she goes over there to hugs Midoriya. As he's like, I'm still injured. And she's like, I'm sorry. As, Inko is about to go in there, but as she sees, her son with her, with Jiro, as she, closed the door gently as she walks away, as we're going to stop it here because, yeah, this went a lot longer than I thought. So, hope you guys have a good night and day, judging my time zones. All right, bye.